Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. When R. Kelly, through his lead attorney Jennifer Bonjean, decided to file a lawsuit against the United States government, Bureau of Prisons Officer A now revealed to be Tasha Ingram and then Tasha K, a series of legal procedures were expected to be set in motion. We all know the fact that initially, the court reviewed R. Kelly's complaint to ascertain its legal merit and adherence to established standards. Subsequently, the government was formally notified of the lawsuit and was afforded the opportunity to respond by engaging legal representation to defend against R. Kelly's allegations. Following this development, both R. Kelly and the government are expected to participate in the discovery process, where relevant information and evidence pertaining to the case are exchanged. This phase often involves depositions, interrogatories, and requests for documents to gather pertinent evidence. Pretrial motions may then be filed by either party seeking to address legal issues or limit evidence presented during the trial. On March 5, R. Kelly's legal team filed an unopposed motion to amend complaint to name and identify previously unknown accused Bureau of Prisons Officer A, whose identity is now known, Tasha F. Ingram. As R. Kelly supporters, we should all comprehend the narrative that prior to reaching trial, possible attempts at settlement negotiations may occur, offering an opportunity to resolve the matter without court intervention. But if an agreement cannot be reached, the case proceeds to trial, where arguments and evidence are presented before a judge or jury who then renders a decision. But should either party be dissatisfied with the trial outcome, they have the option to appeal the decision to a higher court, which reviews the case for potential legal errors. And given the fact that the most certain event is that R. Kelly will prevail in this lawsuit, the court may issue orders requiring the government, Tasha and Tasha K, to take specific actions, such as paying damages or implementing injunctive relief. Enforcement of these orders may necessitate further legal proceedings if compliance is not voluntarily met. If a party named alongside the U.S. government in this lawsuit fails to respond to the legal action, just like Tasha K seems to trend, it certainly will trigger significant ramifications. One possible outcome is the issuance of a default judgment by the court. This means that without Tasha K's input, the court may automatically rule in favor of R. Kelly. Subsequently, R. Kelly may be entitled to damages as outlined in the initial complaint. These damages, of course, could include monetary compensation or other remedies sought by his legal team. Additionally, the court may impose legal sanctions on Tasha K for disregarding court procedures. These sanctions might involve fines, penalties, or other appropriate measures decided upon by the court. Once a default judgment is established, R. Kelly and his legal team can initiate enforcement actions to collect the awarded damages or implement any remedies specified in the judgment. These actions may include garnishing wages, seizing assets, or employing other legal means to enforce the judgment. Now, let us recall that Tasha K is no stranger to losing lawsuits, having previously lost a defamation suit filed against her by renowned female rapper Cardi B. The court made its deliberations up to an appeal level but still found her guilty and required her to pay Cardi B for damages. To date, she is still playing the cat and mouse game, from claiming bankruptcy to asking for mercy. This might be another but worse Cardi B situation for Tasha K if she keeps dilly-dallying in silence. Furthermore, Tasha K's failure to respond on time might result in procedural delays as the court addresses the absence of a response, potentially extending the legal process and increasing her costs. Now, we have the true feeling that Tasha Ingram chose voluntarily or under duress to retire from government service. After being involved in the unauthorized leaking of R. Kelly's private prison information, but it's important to understand that her retirement doesn't serve as her shield from legal accountability. Retiring from the United States government duties doesn't nullify any potential liability for her actions during her tenure. Since her actions, which are obviously deemed unlawful, there are still several legal pathways through which she will be held accountable. Even in retirement, if it's determined that Tasha unlawfully leaked R. Kelly's private prison information, she will face various legal repercussions. Additionally, criminal charges should be pursued by law enforcement agencies since the leak violated relevant laws and regulations. Tasha remains subject to the standard legal process involving notifications, responses, Discovery proceedings and hearings. While retirement status might affect certain aspects of the legal process, such as availability for depositions or hearings, it doesn't exempt her from facing the consequences of her actions. Toenna's retirement from government service doesn't grant her immunity from legal consequences for leaking R. Kelly's private prison information. She definitely retains potential liability and will still face the civil lawsuit and criminal charges, irrespective of her retirement status. With these happenings, we can all note that things are taking a twist in R. Kelly's favor. This lawsuit carries weight since we all know that it greatly impacted on R. Kelly's New York case. This loss of information caused a key witness flip over from vehemently supporting R. Kelly to siding with the government prosecutors. It was when R. Kelly had been locked up at Chicago's federal jail, the Metropolitan Correctional Center, for 4 months that Tasha K advertised an inside scoop on R. Kelly's unrestrained relationship with his 2 girlfriends, then still living in his high-class apartment at the Trump Towers. According to Tasha K, one of the girlfriends, Joycelyn Savage, was annoyed for having been kept off R. Kelly's visitors list, while the other, Azriel Clary, had left the apartment and not come back, subsequently throwing R. Kelly into an emotional distress. The big question then was on how Tasha K came to know about all this, but surprisingly, she didn't take some long time before boldly revealing the source of her information. "Yeah, there's a phone tap somewhere and I'm not gonna tell you where it's at," Tasha K told her audience in the course of the 39-minute video, which has so far collected more thousands of views. "I have the plug, but I'm not gonna tell you where I got the information from, but just listen to the information," she then assured her online audience. Now, we know that the federal detectives know precisely how Tasha K was plugged in. A federal search warrant that was unsealed in Chicago confirmed that the feds had seized a laptop from a United States Bureau of Prisons officer, who was then suspected of unlawfully gaining access into R. Kelly's recorded phone calls, emails, visitor logs and other restricted information during his stay at the Metropolitan Correctional Center on West Van Buren Street, Chicago. As we continue to witness new developments occurring towards R. Kelly's appeal proceedings, we can just stay optimistic that this time around, the relevant truth will be put into consideration. This is the ray of hope that makes us keep our breath and hold. We believe R. Kelly and his legal team will be able to outline all the injustices, misinterpretations of the law, cases of lying and witness tampering that have marred all R. Kelly's legal proceedings, and that the law, truth and justice will this time along prevail. It has been a long wait, and we can't wait any longer to see R. Kelly regain his deserved freedom. Thank you for watching today's video, brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.